or to access
That's
their
correct.
API?
Correct. That's correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's having the barrier to entry into the market is the cost that it takes to build to play at everybody else's sandbox, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like I used to own a house on the water one time, right? And my neighbor and I had to share a pier. We had a pier we both shared, right? And we both had to split the maintenance and everything else, right? So at the end of the day, if you want to share, integrate with someone else, you come to me because it has to be done on both ends, right? You got to have the ability to import and export, and you may have the ability to import into theirs, but what you need to do is you have to make sure that you got to pay them to open up their door to let you in.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. So beyond that, is there any other high degree of fragmentation? Again, whether it's paint tracking software or material tracking software or any of the other segments, or is it all?
No, I mean, there's some other software like 3M has an invoicing tool. You can invoice their tools, and for seam sealers and adhesives, and then Worth has theirs. But those are just the only companies that are going to do that are companies that sell products. And it just makes sense for them to have a software solution because it helps them to understand when a shop's running low on inventory. And then paint companies are always going to just use their software, and it's proprietary to them because of the fact that they've got their formulas in there for the painters on how to mix the paint to match it.
Mm-hmm. Understood. So it sounds like, and tell me if I'm mistaken, it sounds like the 4 key vendors in the United States are the ones you mentioned, and all of the other operators in any of these kind of body shop management software, in this body shop management software space, are not so relevant.
That's correct.
Got it. And there's no real easy way for them to gain market share.
No. In the estimating system, you can't go out and start an estimating system company tomorrow unless an insurance company is willing to accept your estimates. And then you got to pay all the OEM manufacturers to, send you all their parts diagrams. So like CCC, Mitchell Autotex, they, when they go to write an estimate, right? I'll just give you an example, right? I mean, they've got to take and pay the car manufacturer like Honda or GM or something like that. They've got to pay them to share all their parts pricing and all that stuff, So, but even if you had the money, you had endless cash reserves, you still have to have insurance company acceptance, right? And that's not so easy to do.
Understood. So, and I know we only have a minute left, but any unique insight on the mechanic shop arena, kind of transitioning away from the body shop arena, and how that software differs? Because of the fact that collision repairers have to work with insurance companies, right? So insurance companies dictate and influence your decision. On a mechanical side, with taking dealerships out of the equation, right? Independent mechanical shops, for them, there is there's probably 100 companies, right? Because there's not that insurance company. On the collision side, the insurance companies they're the biggest barrier. On a mechanical side, they don't have that, right? There is something. Let me see if I can find it here real quick. Hold on. ASA. Let me do a Google search here real quick. ASA Auto Inc. Management System Reviews. So ASA is the Automotive Service Association, and they do a survey once a year, kind of like what I do for the collision side. They do it for mechanical software. I don't have a copy of it, but I could get a copy of it. Let me look and see here real quick. If you look right here, this was 2010, 5 major software players in the market: Mitchell, Shopkey, RO Writer. I could probably get a copy of it. It's public it's public stuff. It's nothing that's freaking confidentially. I just don't know. I'd have to think about where I could find it at. Let me just look in here as a Google search, but let me log into my ASA account, asashop.org. There is a list, but I would say on the mechanical side, there's probably a lot more, a lot of opportunity, right?
Mm-hmm. Got it. And
because you don't have to play with you don't have to have an insurance company approval, right?
Got it. And do they have just kind of one generalized shop management system for mechanical software, or is it broken up into kind of unique feature sets and segments, again, like it is for body shops?
No, I'd say the mechanical is kind of like the Wild Wild West. There's so many companies out there, right? So many companies.
And can you just refresh me, what is the key difference between a mechanical shop and a body shop again?
So a mechanical shop would be somebody that would like replace your brakes, your tires, work on your engine, change your oil, do a tune-up.
Mm-hmm. Versus the full-on collision.
Yeah.
Got it.
So again, there's a lot of, independent mechanical shops, right? I mean, think about it, there's like Jiffy Lubes, there's tire shops, there's tons of people in that mechanical sector, right? So there's probably a whole lot more, probably a whole lot more in the mechanical side than there are the collision side, because they don't have to play, play with the insurance companies.
Makes sense.
I'm going to find that for you there. Let me see if they send me a new password.
Mm-hmm.
But I could get that for you. I mean, I could probably get it. I just got to get I just can't remember my password. I haven't been on there in a long time.
Yeah, if possible, it would be great to review that document.
Yeah. If you can just give me, like I said, give me like Monday or Tuesday. I'm sure I can get it for you. You just have to, reach back out to me again. I mean, I know I can get it. I just can't remember my password. I'm sorry. But it's
no worries.
Once I get it.
I'll just shoot GLG a note and say would love to see both the the PowerPoint that you had prepared, obviously, and would love to see this document from ASA.
Yep.
Awesome.
Let me try this one more time. Yeah, it's just, I guess it must be closed. They're closed today, but I can get that. Let's do one more Google search. Auto Inc. Magazine. Go here real quick. Go here. Right. Software guide. Yeah, here it is. Shop management software guide. So click here to download the mechanical software charts. This is it right here.
Oh, no.
And again, I know they record these calls. You can see it's public information. Anybody can download it. It didn't require any username or password. I just knew where to look for it at.
Yep. And
so
yeah, I will
right
reach
here,
out and.
If you look right here, I mean, it shows you. I mean, let's look just on the mechanical side, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And I'm sure there's more. This is probably just the top 21s. You know what I mean? And they do a comparison list of like what each one will do.